I'm back.
Two teams that know each other well. We'll see the Atlanta Braves taking on the
Finally back
Washington
with some
Nationals
more
in the
MLB
nation's capital.
2K13.
Right
I
here
don't think
on
I have
2K
played
Sports.
a game of this since before the season started. So it's been what? Like 3 months. Took a little break because these games do take a while to record. We're taking Worth out because he's hurt. Are we okay with this lineup? I think we are. Strasburg's always hurt. They're saying Harper's better than Bernardina at fielding. Whatever floats their boat. But yeah, we are back here with some MLB. We got Strasburg on the hill. Should be a good game.
Steven Strasburg going to the hill. The home field advantage today goes to the Washington Nationals.
Whoever how to play.
See some offense.
He's played up. I think I played it with a show more recently.
Baseball Sunday afternoon. Steve will be watching now.
He's 2-0, 18 innings, hasn't given up a run. He's got 15 strikeouts.
Listen, Steven Strasburg could pitch from center field and still overpower hitters with his fastball.
Lineup time. Here's a look at how Freddie Gonzalez
play.
And here's BJ.
Now, one thing I really noticed.
Last time out, a loss for the Braves. So we'll see if they can rebound to claim the series. Last of this 3-game set against the Nationals.
With this game is that there really hasn't been much offense. Is that a product of time? Might be the solution because of just how
absolutely did. And all you can really do is tip your hat and move forward.
much offense there is nowadays.
Steven Strasburg, he's quickly ahead on that. Count goes to
2-2.
The trouble right now is just getting on base for him. Can't do it. Just 6 for his last 40.
Yeah, I like this new pitching thing. I was not able to do joystick pitching anymore. I had to change
into the
it.
regular season. He can't seem to find that swing.
Ooh.
Trying to get him to bite, but he lays off outside. 1-2.
He tries to get this ball to come back over the plate.
Yeah, we'll try to work consistent with MLB.
It's dangerous throwing it high. You want to throw it down and away, not up and away.
New dad life.
Strikes out BJ Upton.
Hard
That
to
was
really
a
make time.
tremendous pitch.
I will have a lot of time coming up. I will have a lot of time going forward to play this. I already started another game that's uploaded already. Oh man, so much in the chamber right now.
We look back at the history of the Braves. It seems like it's all about pitching. Hall of Fame pitchers at every turn. This group they have now is no different. Some incredible arms they're starting to mix in.
And that one's down. That's the first hit we've seen.
Bad throw.
Steve was talking about the Braves and their arms really does seem almost unfair. They continue to churn out
But we
pitching.
got this going.
Yeah, they do. And not only starting pitching, but now they have a
police
bullpen
simulator.
to match the young power arms
Really
in the
fun.
bullpen to
Kind of
match
tailed
that
off a little bit,
rotation.
but
And
it's
that's
still
what's
fun.
going to tell you that the Braves are going to be good for a long
I'm going to
time
start a
because they built
WWE
up a
12
surplus of
universe.
Swing and a miss. Hayward, strike one. You know, in his first full year back from Tommy John, Steven Strasburg really looked good.
I would have done an MLB 25, but
change up just off the
Game
block,
Pass. I'm
and
not
it's
paying
2-1.
$70 for it.
Strasburg near the elite with his numbers 15-6,
I'm just
3.16 ERA. Steve, he's a great young fireballer.
Boy, that's an understatement. I mean, 160 innings pitched or
2013
so,
is technically
200
Strasburg's
plus
fourth
strikeouts. A guy with dominating stuff
But
and the
obviously he
ability to
missed.
put up unbelievable numbers in this
I think
league.
he pitched like
they
what,
just have to
6,
be able to
7
keep
games
him
in
on the
2010,
mound and healthy throughout his career.
and then
Fastball got him 2 down.
he was out for
I'll
most
tell
of
you what, you get a
2011.
fastball up over
And
triple
then
digits. It's an absolute
he threw his
blur to the
160
hitter.
innings in
Gets on him so
2012, and
quickly,
it was
there's
famously
about
left
nothing
off
he
the
can do with
2012 playoff roster, as they mentioned
Got a chance
every
to check
single
out the
game.
Nationals now. Let's see what their defense lines up as. And how do you like
Ramos
who's out there,
is
John?
Well, complete package at third
coming
base.
back.
Ryan Zimmerman
I can't
is
remember what
just
day.
that. He's one
The
of the
Nats
best
for a
at
one-day
fielding
contract
the
to
bunt
retire.
play. He's at the best at going down
Sad.
the line. He's also great at
I didn't really
turning
think he was
the
that
double
old
play with
yet,
great
so I
feet
thought he
to
could
second
maybe
base
make
on that
another go
play.
for it for a couple years. Because he hasn't played since 2021, I don't think.
Here it comes. Swung on. Drive
Oh
by
boy.
Freeman. Way out of here. Goodbye, home run Braves. There on the scoreboard.
And there goes Strasburg's first
And so they jump out to the 2-0 lead. Wow, what a great time for a 2-run shot like
runs
that.
of the year.
And for the Braves, they've got things going right now with their offense as we watch them take the lead.
Who
just
was
now.
that?
And that's what it's all about, guys. Now they're looking to pad the lead.
And that was off 12-6. Who is this
McCann
batting?
again
Oh,
with a foul
McCann.
ball.
So who hit that? It's Freeman. Kurt.
That
What an
one's
interesting
wide.
sequence for
Strasburg
almost
missing.
once.
And this ball game
12-6.
early already with some
Curve.
offense going on. Nothing like a
Changeup.
first inning
Now a
with a run.
fastball.
And this puts pressure on the pitching here, guys. You do not want to let that home run lead to more damage.
Yeah, you want to settle down right here before it gets out of hand, John. Here's the pitch. McCann, a ground ball. There's Desmond. And he throws on
He ain't
first.
beating it
That'll
out.
retire the side. And so we get our first 2 runs in the first.
Was that bad of a
Offense getting
pitch?
going early.
Yeah.
The Braves are out in front.
Now, I hope the difficulties from whoever I made it.
And
We're going to
Chris
find out
Medlin
this first
is
pitch
the
if it
pitcher.
goes like 300
He'll be
miles
the
an hour.
starter for Atlanta. And Steve, what's he looking at as he sees this Washington lineup?
Well, no matter what role he's filling on the team, you have to love.
I wish it did have a
He's guy that can
dynamic
command his fastball,
difficulty
and he
like
takes something off
Show
on the
has.
velocity to try to get the hitter off balance. And he has good deception between his fastball, his curveball, and his changeup.
Ah,
Line drive fouled off towards first.
ooh,
A swing and a
Good
miss.
pitch.
Strike 3 on Span.
Okay, Cam shows 83 miles per hour and a very straight pitch.
doped out a little bit.
Well, they went soft with 2 strikes. They go to the changeup, completely fooling the hitter. Struck him out. You know, when you look at the winners of the National League East since 1993, when it became what it is today,
Desmond's
the
got a
names
little
that
bit
show
of pop.
most of the
I think he
Braves
has.
and
Yeah, he
Phillies
does
with an
have
occasional
it.
sighting of the Mets. But nothing from the Nationals until last year. It had been a long time coming.
Strike started off
Took
the
the Nets a
at-bat
couple years to
0-1.
find their footing.
Going back to what Steve was
Had to
saying about the
rebuild, new
Nationals, some of our
team,
viewers might be saying the
all
Nationals
that.
weren't a team until 2008, but they came from Montreal. The Expos hadn't won the division since '81.
Yeah, but with this team, the way they're built right now, they're going to win a lot more games. 42.
He swings and
That's the
drives
one
this
complaint I have about the Nationals, man. I don't know anything about the Expos.
Here's
I
a
don't
chance
care
to
about the
show you the lineup
Expos.
for the
I think
Nationals.
I'm sure a lot of fans
Scouting
here say
report, John. Who are we watching
maybe not.
for
I
today?
don't know.
Well, with Ian Desmond, you get a lot of everything in the lineup. He can hit the ball out of the ballpark. He can also drop a bunt.
right. I do
and
remember
beat you with
Harper's
his
been having a
legs.
terrible
so
season so
versatile player is Ian Desmond.
We've got Harper in the box.
He'd really like to break out, going to 2 for his last 18.
And he's just looked out of sync this last week. Can't seem to locate the ball well.
Swung on,
There you
lined
go.
over the first baseman's head.
Oh, we're going
That'll be
3.
the Nationals' first hit. All the way to the wall.
Can we go home? Nah, we're going to stay at 3.
He stops at third. A triple with 2 down. Got a man just 90 feet away.
I thought he had a legit chance at that, too.
Well, the one thing
I
you
was
never
nervous.
want to do is make the last out at third base to end an inning. But he was able to get in there
Morse is having a
with
good
that
start to the
great
year.
speed just in time.
And Morse is batting. 1 for 4 in his career against Medlin. The
Oh,
0-0 delivery, a fastball taken for a strike.
could have been losing.
The pitch. That
Ah,
one drilled to
oh,
short.
there we go. How we doing?
And Harper's home.
What's that?
Well, the hitter makes an adjustment, going down on the pitch at the bottom of the strike zone and drives it here.
And you get a run scored if you're in that at-bat. What you want to do is make contact. He did. That pays off. And Ryan Zimmerman at the plate, runner on first.
I probably should have swung at it, but
Keeping the pressure on you. This offense knows it's got
well.
it's got a chance to get back into this game.
oh, he's got that tiny
1-0
strike
count.
zone.
He took that last one, and it was out of the zone. 222
Bloop.
last season against Medlin.
I don't need no swing analyzer.
There's a swing and a ground ball. And Pena gets to it. Throw over to second base. A force to retire the side. So they pick up a run on 2 hits and leave no one on.
Hey, I'll take it.
Washington. Folks here enjoying an afternoon of baseball. Nice day so far. Just a few
18
clouds.
pitches in the first inning. Not the
Uggla
worst.
At the plate. And it's hit foul by
We
Uggla.
need a little bit better this inning. There we
And
go.
here's the 0-1 from Strasburg. And it's 0-2. Uggla, he'll be swinging. Anything close.
I would say this plays a lot slower than the show.
Over the last 3 games, it's
Just
been
in
real
general,
tough on him.
even
Just a
compared to
little
the
bit
older
out of
ones.
sync right now. Doesn't need major changes, just small adjustments to get back on track.
Oh, man.
1-2 on its way. And it's hit foul by Ugla.
Get over there, Bernie.
And Strasburg can't get him to swing at that one. It's going to be a little.
I forget why Will Rhymes is
Still like the
playing.
placement on that
I think it was
fastball.
Espinosa that
Difficult
got
to
hurt.
get the bat on it if the hitter does decide to swing. He laid off.
And Lombardi
Now let's
got
see what he
hurt.
comes back with.
I can't
Ugla
remember.
battling here. He fouls off another pitch.
Will
You know,
Rhymes.
he was hoping right
starting
there when he
second
threw
base
that
for
fastball, as long as this at bat has been, that he would get that big
Ooh, that's
strikeout.
not good.
Now he has to regroup and go back to work.
Hey, I'll take it.
And Dan Ugla swings right through it. Strike 3.
Big breaking ball right there, just sailing in at 84.
Fantastic
That was terrible.
piece of pitching to get that out, John.
I thought
That's
Strasburg
the
had
part
a
of pitching
slider,
you love.
but
He's looking for a fastball. He's expecting a fastball.
I
And
guess
just
not.
drop one right off the table. What a
so this is
pitch.
2013. I
And
wonder if
it's
there's any
Ray Johnson in
knuckleballers
the
in the
box
game.
now.
I see.
Oh, we got
the
R.A.
middle.
Dickey.
Rhymes picks it. 2 men have been put away. Here's how the Eastern Division standings look in the very early going now. In first place, it's the Phillies. In second place, it's the Nationals. In third place, it's the Braves. Marlins in the 4th spot. And down in last place, the Mets.
I didn't see who's
And it's
batting.
Pena batting.
Oh, is it Brian
And a
Pena?
swinging
Brian.
strike on the first pitch by Strasburg, 0-1. Line towards second. Rhymes picks
2 or
it.
3 outs.
Throws on to first in time to retire the side.
Beautiful.
So,
That was a little bit better than the first inning.
leadoff hitter is going to be Wilson Ramos.
Oh man, he's been
And
terrible.
the offensive design for this manager, this person
Just
plays
awful.
a key part. Fastball just misses. 1-0. On the way. And he looks at a changeup in there. 1-1. A look at the numbers in this matchup. 3-0-2 against the Braves. And this is bounced foul to the left side. He
Let's get
delivers.
something going here.
Swung
There we
on
go.
and ripped towards second.
Oh no.
He's on board way ahead of that play.
Let's take a look at where Washington ended up rank-wise last year.
I don't care about last year.
Second
We're the
home
present.
runs, third in doubles, and an offense that can slug
It's all
the ball,
about
not
today.
settling for singles. They go up there looking to drive it, third in the league in slugging percentage.
And swing and a
There we
line
go.
to right center. That one gets through for a base hit. Good offensive chance here.
It was hanging there. I had to hit it.
Well, as a pitcher, all you
Oh,
can
my
do
boy
is
Will
throw it where
Rhymes.
you think he can't hit it, and that's what this pitcher did. He made a great pitch. He executed it perfectly. Just give the hitter the credit. He beat him on this one.
Off the plate with a fastball, and it's 1-0. And taking a look here, the pitch types that he's thrown today that have yielded hits.
That four-seam fastball of his, it's gotten hit twice already.
I think the thing to
Does he
recognize
throw
here
any
is
breaking
the
pitches?
only hits he's given up have come on that pitch. So he's going to have to be more careful about when and where he goes with it from here
I've seen
on out.
change up in the 2
He's ready now,
fastballs.
the 2-1. Swung on, hit. This one to Hayward. That's one away.
Yep.
Now we have a moment to look at the teams leading the league in slugging percentage from last year.
Oh my gosh. When
Number
do we get
one,
the
Brewers.
updates from this year?
Second, the Rockies. In third, the Nationals. Fourth, the Cardinals. And it's the D-backs. They are fifth. Runs up to bunt, gets this one down. Picked up by McCann. Throw to first, gets him, and there are 2 down.
Go.
2 outs now. Those runners
Good
are
job, Strassi.
still standing on base. Let's see if he can find his way out of this with the lead intact.
Who?
And here's Denard
Oh.
Span. He looks to bring that runner home.
Nope.
Misses high and outside, 1-0.
A good action on that pitch running away, but it's a ball you have to get down to the zone.
Nope.
Don't throw it up.
Low for a ball, and it's 2-0.
He might be someone I end up trading.
Headed for the middle.
Ooh.
Pena
Oh.
picks it up. Throws to first, side is retired. They get 2 men in scoring position. Couple of hits, can't get them home though. Atlanta. Davey Johnson, has he got it going his way in this one?
No.
It is a tough job.
Was it Johnson
He
13? I thought it was
bestowed
Matt Williams.
on his
Maybe he
last
was 14.
season, not surprisingly. We've got Medlin in the box. He'll get things going here in the third.
That should drop down a little bit.
Swings and grounds this one to the right side. Foul.
Where's Dunn?
Curveball got him one away.
And he only got to see 3 pitches. Now, unhittable pitches, but he saw them nonetheless.
Boy, that's a tough at bat for the hitter who's got to walk away almost before he even got there. And here's B.J. Upton.
Ooh, good pitch
2012,
right there.
A typical year for B.J. Upton. He could take that as a good thing or a bad thing, depending upon what you expect him to do. He hit for some power and scored some runs, but the strikeouts and batting average really suffered.
I think one of the craziest things about B.J. Upton is that he was great, and then he went to the Braves in 2013, and he was dog doo-doo, man. He was terrible.
But mostly he's going to be around.
Then in 2016, he went to the Blue Jays, and he ended up putting up a 2020 season, 29 runs, 20 steals. And then he got no offers in this year. I was like, he's a great defender. He seems to have refound his hitting.
So
And he has speed. Why would you not want him on your
the
team?
base paths, number 2 in steals in the ball club.
Mr. Melvin Upton.
Swings and hits this one deep down the line and left. And that ends the half inning.
Go.
Span makes the play. And a good defensive.
Killing it.
Well, has it gotten colder? Or maybe warming up a bit. It started out really chilly.
Where is,
The players loosened up a bit now.
Oh, there he is.
And Desmond is in the batter's box.
Been a good burst of production from him lately with 8 hits.
Oh, what a drive. He smashed it.
Uh-oh.
He
Oh.
gets all the way back to the warning track and gets the out.
That actually looks like Desmond. It's like one of the only ones that looks good.
One away as Bryce Harper will step in.
He had a triple.
Started the game out nicely. A triple in his first at bat today against Medlin.
Well, you know what? You go up to the plate again after getting a hit on a fastball, and you go up there saying to yourself, I'm going to look fastball and adjust it.
Oh, man, that's good
Everything
for a
else
lot of
just
pitches.
so you're ready when he gets it.
Good eye by Bryce Harper. Lays off that one. It's even.
What an amazing story from last season of Bryce Harper. Comes to the major leagues as 19 years old and able to handle that level of competition.
Hit up the middle. Pena
Oh,
dives
my gosh.
with it. And he's out at first. What an out. Great play made. Boy, middle of the infield. You love that kind of help.
Well, he stretched
So
out
unnecessary.
as far as he could possibly go to be able to make the play. Gold glove effort.
2 outs in the box. Michael Morse singled home a run in his last at bat. First pitch, fastball, 0-1. Let's take a look here at how he's been mixing up his pitches so far in this game.
Yeah, and a couple times he's gotten a little bit out of rhythm.
Here's a swing of a fly ball.
Is that gone?
This one towards Johnson. That'll do it as they put that one away. 3 up, 3 down this half inning. And next, it'll be the Braves getting it going. Things will start getting. Jason Hayward is at the plate. 0 for 1
This
thus
is
far.
that part of the lineup.
First
Gotta be
pitch on the
careful.
way. And a swinging strike on the first pitch by Strasburg. 0-1.
A lot of times when you try to overswing,
18 pitches in
the
the first inning, 17 cents.
That's why that two-seamer got by him.
And that's a strike. Jason Hayward's going to have to take a defensive posture at the plate now.
I'm going to try to make some contact in this ball game today because he swung and missed a little bit too much, striking out twice in his last game.
Here's the pitch. And lets that one alone. Jason
Pick
Hayward
that one that
shows
far
a lot
out.
of patience. Evens the count. Here's the 2-2 pitch. 3-2.
What is going on here?
And it's full. 3-2. And look now at the pitch type distribution. One of the hallmarks of being effective is mixing up your pitches.
Yeah, the thing about it is he's keeping his team in the game, and aside from a few mistakes he's thrown, he's done a pretty good job of mixing things up.
Yeah, it's been fairly consistent in this game. The variety of pitches has been good. And most
That's
importantly, his choice of when to go with a certain pitch has been effective.
And in there, at least for a single as it gets down. That's going to bring up Freddie Freeman.
Exactly what happened last time.
Well, after all that effort, seeing all those pitches, you had a good feeling that the hitter was at the advantage, and he was right there, finally getting that.
Oh my
big
God! It
hit.
wants me to throw the
Homer
same
back
pitch.
in the first inning. Watches a curve in there for strike
There we
one.
go.
One hit already, going for another against Strasburg.
Well, he saw that big 12-6 curveball last time that did not have the kind of bite that he wanted. Well, remember that home run. I don't think he's going to get that pitch again.
Well, I would back off that pitch again if I was him. 2 runs off 1 swing is plenty as far as he's concerned.
And here's a swing and a miss. He couldn't get that one. 1-2.
Well, a lot of times movement will fool a hitter, but it looked like right here the velocity on that pitch was what caused him to swing and miss and be late.
You got him there. That was a nice strikeout.
With 2 strikes, the hitter wanted the fastball. He got it, but didn't do anything with it.
With a runner on, Brian McCann batting. Another year, another 20 homers for McCann. He knocked out to 20 on the dot last year. 5 straight years now where he's reached that mark. You want
Brian
a
McCann.
pitcher, he brings them.
Dude was awesome when he was not playing against the Nats.
Here's the 1-1 pitch. Good time to call for that changeup. 1-2. For McCann, he showed the power he's known for, but he struggled to get on base. He had the career low as far as batting average and on base percentage is concerned.
Well, McCann was really bothered by that shoulder injury that changed his approach at the plate. He did not have the same swing. Look for him to have a bounce back here this year now that he's healthy.
Well, still a pitcher's count right here, and this is when you step in the batter's box. You didn't want to get in this situation, but now you know it's a battle. You're going to have to really work to try to get on base. Fouling that pitch off will help.
The second for 1.
Hey!
And the double play, they got them both. So no runs on 1 hit and nobody
Nice
left
play by
out.
Morse over there.
Atlanta 2, Washington 1. And it's Ryan Zimmerman at the plate.
Just a good stretch of performance.
Kick
For
feet
his
up.
last 23 at bats. Seemingly on base every single time he goes to the plate, making such a big difference for his team, giving them chances
Back
to
is
score.
killing me. I'm getting old.
And leading off the bottom of the 4th, 1-0 count.
Zimmerman
Over
have
his
a hit
career,
last time.
going 291 off Atlanta. 1-0 pitch, change up in there, 1-1.
The hitter saw fastball, the pitcher threw changeup. Not a good combination for the hitter.
There's a ground
Oh
ball.
my gosh.
Prado.
Team Prado. He just retired a
And a
couple of years
moment
ago.
to check out who Atlanta has coming
He had a
up.
very long
This
career.
is the last game against Washington. They'll be traveling tomorrow. They'll defend home turf after
Two
that
games
against the
against the
Royals and
Royals.
Jeff Francoeur.
Very weird.
That'll be Tuesday and Wednesday. After that, they meet up with Andrew McCutchen. That'll be a road series in Pittsburgh. That series bound to be competitive. Wins will not come easy over the next stretch of games. That
Uh-oh.
one swung on, hit in the air deep to left field. As he drops back and puts it away.
A lot of frustrated hitters with him on the mound right now. 7 consecutive outs over the last couple innings.
I think he was around until 2 or
And
3
we've
years
got
ago, too.
Bernardina batting. Had a base hit his last time up.
All right.
And the first
Brandina, you got to take a couple pitches here.
First pitch,
All right.
fastball. That's in there for a strike.
Now, good life on this fastball as he just buries it down and away.
Takes one off the plate to even the count at 1.
Well, you got to like the way he's changing speed and mixing up his pitches. He just missed, though, with that changeup down and away.
The pitch. This one's bounced up the
Beat it
middle.
out, beat it out.
Picked up by Ugla. And he gets there
Oh,
in
he's
time.
way
That will be an
safe,
infield
buddy.
Single. Let's take a peek at the teams that led the way in extra base hits last year.
Swear to
Number
God.
1, the Brewers. The Rockies in 2nd. In 3rd, the Nationals.
I don't care about last
D-backs
year.
4th. And 5th best, the Reds.
Well, anytime you have a whole team of guys who can hit for extra bases, it makes the defense spread out so much, and it gives you room to do other things. This team is
Steal.
great at it. One of the best in the league last year, just hitting the balls in gaps, hitting the ball over the wall. And that's why they score so many runs, because they're always in
good chance to
scoring
go.
position.
There he goes for second.
Are you stupid? I'm not good at stealing in this game.
He's ready. Now the 2-0. He looks at that fastball. Called strike. 2-1. Well, guys, you know, one of the more interesting types of analyses here, look at his location distribution.
Well, how can you complain about what this guy has done today? I mean, most of the game he's been locked in.
You know, in respect to how he's been mixing up his location, he's doing it enough to keep the hitters off balance and keep them guessing, wondering what's coming next.
And he doesn't throw a fast fastball.
Came to a close. A strikeout ended it.
Still haven't seen a breaking pitch.
And if you're just joining our 2K Sports Major League Baseball broadcast with John Kruk and Steve Phillips, I'm Gary Thorne. Kruk is the batter, right there in the top 5 in home runs. And the 5th inning starts with a strike.
Well, one of the offensive leaders in the game this year, and obviously a guy who's getting the job
What
done
else
for this
is going
offense,
on?
and somebody they've really come to rely upon.
I just recently finished Hamilton. Great book. The one by Ron Chernow. The inspiration for the Broadway musical, Hamilton.
Well, great job getting it 0-2.
Very
That third
in-depth,
pitch, unhittable.
very
He
wordy,
figured
very
why
much
waste the pitch,
context.
save the arm. He did.
Nice job.
But that was a
And
really
3
good
Johnson.
biography. I'm glad that I read it.
Batting average for him, we look at last year, it was just 211.
Obviously, it
against the
essentially ends
Nationals. Rhymes
with
fix it.
him losing his duel to
And something to look forward to this Tuesday. It's going to be
Well, it was
Ryan Braun
very well
and the
written.
Milwaukee
Ron
Brewers.
Chernow was awesome.
They play
I have
host to the
written-
San
or not
Francisco
written,
Giants.
read
That one will get underway.
Grant
at
and now
8
that.
Eastern. Pena at the plate.
I love
Grounded
some
out last
biographies,
time up.
too. Always good.
We'll see what he sees first here.
And then earlier today, I just started The Runaway Juror
Pena's going to
by
foul
John
that
Grisham.
one away.
I always love Grisham. Very easy reads. Nothing overly complicated.
And here's the 0-1 from Strasburg. Pena hits another one
Normally
foul.
a fantasy guy, but I'll read anything.
Strasburg gets set and delivers. Swings and grounds this one foul wide of third.
Well, the pitcher did exactly what he wanted to do on that 0-2 count. He wanted him to swing the bat, and he did, but he just fouled it off.
Boom.
Great piece of hitting.
And that half inning
Aside from that
finished with a
first
strikeout.
inning, I mean, this game's flying by.
And Strasburg's in the box. And Steve, you look at him grimacing in pain out there. Looks like it's the wrist. You may have to head to the trainer's room. He'll lead off for the home team here in the home half of the fifth.
What just happened? Brother. I can't have somebody pinch hit. I'm so confused as to what just happened. What?
Fastball in there for a call.
He's out
strike.
for 2 weeks.
In order to throw that fastball away from the hitter, you have to
Just
get
hurt his
great
hand
extension
walking
out
up to the
front.
plate.
Nice job of pitching.
Swung on and fouled away.
Fernando is bad out here now. He'll eat some innings, I guess.
Swing and a miss.
He's
That's
still
a
his next
changeup.
at bat.
Down on strikes, 1-0.
Well, he pulls the string again. I mean, that's 2 straight strikeouts on the changeup. That sequence of pitches is amazing.
Now batting with 1 away. Here's Denard Span. He's 2 for
There we
9
go.
lifetime off the Braves. And that gets the tying run on board. And that's going to
That's
bring
what I
Ian
like to see.
Desmond up.
Well, little action going right now for this team. A single here with 1 out. Little bit of momentum. Let's see if they can bring him across.
He leads his team and runs. Swing, hot shot. It's gobbled up. He's out. That's 1. And 2. They
Fielding
pull off
this
the
game
play.
is obnoxious.
Quick half inning there. It's over. 5 pitches. Atlanta still ahead.
That should be a hit every time.
Sometimes the game just takes charge of itself. Freddie Gonzalez hopes he's got a say in that. Let's see how it's going. Now he has to be happy with the work on the mound, especially that
Don't
last
remember
inning.
Fernando is
Insurance
bad
run
pitching
so
like
important.
that. I also don't want to have any recollection of him being on the Nats. That's even crazier.
He deals. And another foul ball.
It's working.
Here it comes. And he fouls off another one. Over to first for out number 1.
Said he was foul.
Let's take a brief look here at the Atlanta Braves and how they ranked in the National League last season. 7th in runs, 8th in stolen bases, and they were in the top 10 in home runs. That ability to drive the ball really paid dividends for this team's offense.
And it's B.J. Upton.
10 miles an hour slower than
Just
Strasburg,
pick up the
too.
ball very well out of the pitcher's hand. Last time out, struck out every at bat.
It's strike one. Can't make contact on the fastball. Last year, 3 for 13 off the Nationals.
Oh, we got this.
B.J.
Boom.
Upton is struck out on a big swing and a miss.
You know, sometimes in a bat could go 5, 6, 7 pitches as they start to foul off the 0-2 count. I like that he went right at him aggressively, strikes him out on
6 pitches, 2 outs.
And it's Martin Prado. He flew out his last time up. Well, working on the 0-1 count now.
Better to go after the fastball when a guy has quality secondary pitches.
up.
Even though it's down to the zone, you've got to swing at
close.
that.
Now Ramos sets the
See how much
target.
it actually moves.
2-1. Good looking
Not
fastball.
much.
Called the ball though. 2-1.
A great movement on that two-seam fastball, trying to start it on the corner, running it off the plate. The hitter just laid off.
Towards center field, and it gets down. That's hit number 2, making good contact. That'll bring up Jason Hayward.
Well, 2 quick outs in the inning. You think maybe this is one of those quick innings, and the other team gets in and they get some momentum.
No such thing
But
as
he
a
keeps
quick
inning
inning in
alive with that
baseball.
base hit.
Just like
1 for 2 in the ball game. Takes that high one for a strike. 0-1. Here's the pitch. And that's a strike. Jason Hayward's going to have to take a defensive posture at the plate now. Pitch on the way. Tried to get him to go after the changeup, but it's 1-2.
This will be strikeout.
The 1-2 pitch. And that one gets popped way up behind the plate. And looked for a moment like he had a chance to make that play, but not to be. Fastball called. Strike 3, and the side is retired. No runs and a base hit. They leave 1 man on at first. And coming up, we'll see the Nationals. And so Bryce Harper leading it off. What's he doing to start these hitters out? Let's take a look at how he's beginning.
You want your pitchers to be aggressive and go at the hitters and work ahead in the count. First pitch strikes.
Boy, oh
the
boy,
way
that would
to
have been a
run
good
this
one to
game.
hit.
He's retired 8 hitters after he's gone to an 0-1 count.
Here's the pitch. Swung on.
There.
That is hit. But he stays with it. Gets the out. That's how you do it.
What just
It's
happened?
a nice throw by the shortstop, and the key to that is having good feet. When an infielder makes bad throws, it's not because of his arm, it's because
Oh,
of
now we're
his feet.
talking about foot
And
fetishes.
Morse is batting.
Well, Morse spent the early
Not
part
very
of the season
professional.
recovering from an injury, but when he came back to that Nats lineup, he was an important factor.
Here's the pitch. And strike 2. Chris Medlin. He's got him right where he wants him in the count. We're talking about Michael Morse. When he did come back from that strained back, took him a little bit to get up to speed. Once he
There
did,
we
he
go.
looks like he's back, John.
Yeah, and I can't imagine missing a half a season. Then you go back and you just get thrust into the line and say, here, go catch up to everyone else. But Michael Morris, he did a great job of
that
getting
early?
back on
Late?
track quicker to help his team win. Well, that pitch right there up in the strike zone is a pitch that normally this hitter would drive.
That swung on
Ah.
the ground.
Watch this drive.
And he steps on first. That's the second out. Now
Boy, we
look
not had
at
hits
the
like the
teams
first
that
inning.
generated the most runs last year. Number 1, the Brewers. Second, the Cardinals. The Rockies third. Fourth, D-backs. And the
right,
Nationals
let's knock this
are
outta here.
fifth.
Well, this is a pitcher's dream. When you have an
Ooh.
offense like this on your side, you know you're going to get a ton of runs. You don't have to be so precise. You can let runs score because you know your offense is going to pick you up. The good thing about
Swing and a drive. Deep left
Oh,
center.
that's going.
This one towards Johnson. And that one's put away to retire the side. No runs, no.
So we're getting good contact.
See if the game's progressing as he would like. As far as Davy Johnson's concerned, his club
Bad
only
pitch.
separated by 1 run from tying this ball game. Got a plan to get back in. We'll see. Here's the first pitch to Freeman.
Tired already.
First pitch is a big curveball in there. 0-1.
Still got plenty of energy. But this might be his last inning.
And he hits that one. Harper to field. That's
Perfect.
one away. So with one away, let's watch Brian McCann at the plate. He hit
not throwing a
7
slider
for 24
yet.
last year against the Nationals here in Washington. Towards center field. 2 away. Dan Ugla, he'll get the swing now with 2 away.
His name
he struck
is
out
Dan
swinging his last time.
Ugla.
Here's the first one.
Nationals legend right there.
First pitch way out of the zone, ball 1.
Well, that's just some good old country hardball right there. Four-seam fastball up in the zone.
Talk about becoming a washed player really quickly. He went from amazing with the Marlins to mediocre with the Braves and never recovering. Well, he had one good year with the Braves, I think.
1-1 on the way.
35 or 36
And
in the
the
year.
change up 1 and 2 now.
But the seasons around that were just awful.
Good eye by
I would've
Dan
swung at
Ugla.
it.
He lays off that one to even the count. There's a swing, and that one's hit on the ground. Throws
Boom.
on to first, side is retired. Nobody left on base. Leadoff hitter is going to be Wilson Ramos. 1 for 2 in the ballgame. First pitch of the at-bat now. Pops it way up there. Pena's
How did
there.
I miss that?
1 away. And we've got Bernardino batting. He's
Bernardino's
watched the
good.
game go pretty well for him. 2 for 2 off Medley.
I see the off-speed pitch
Those
once
dudes under
already.
60
Seems to
pitches
pick it up
instead of
early.
hitting.
If he goes back to it in this at-bat, I would think he's got to make sure that it's down and away in a zone where he
What energy's at?
can't drive it.
7.
Ball 1 started
getting
off
down.
the at-bat. It's 1-0.
Now, Gary's still dealing with that 1-run differential. 1 out here in the 7th inning.
Hit up the middle.
Making 3 hits
Great
today.
diving Stop by Pena. And that is
Yeah,
not in
buddy.
time. He's aboard at first.
Well, this line is looking pretty good right now. Only 1 out in the inning, and everyone can see that hit coming right there. Already with 2 hits, that's his 3rd.
And it's Rhymes coming. Oh, and he takes off for second. 0-1. Oh, he has thrown it away. Safe all around.
Staying at second.
Here's another look at the steer. He gets to second base, sliding in hard.
And he didn't have much of a lead that time off first, but a really good
It
jump.
worked.
Now, sometimes you tip off the pitcher with too big of a lead, so it worked
Oh
in
man,
this
give me a
situation.
little blue.
Here's the delivery. Change up just off the black.
Heck, I'll
Falls
take a
behind
walk.
2-0.
Walk's as good as a hit.
Change up
Ooh.
called strike 2-1.
Oh, we're gonna have a pinch hitter
Very
anyway.
awfully tough to read this pitch out of his hand. He has great deception, makes it look like a fastball.
Strike 2.
It just comes out so much slower.
That thing just drops. That is a good changeup.
Taps this one foul off to the
I don't
left.
know if that was gonna be a strike or not, but I had to protect.
Now the 2-2. Swing and a miss. Struck him out
There's the
with a breaking ball. 2
curveball.
down.
Boy, did I miss that
That's
badly.
a hard-biting curveball right there with great break. Awfully tough to put in play. Swung right through it.
Let's get done in there to pinch
If you
hit.
like baseball, you gotta love a situation like this.
He struck out last time through. That will bring Adam Dunn up.
Yeah, it will.
He's going to come on as a pinch hitter.
Well, now hitting for the pitcher in this situation.
Would I throw to
he
him in
just
this
has to try
situation?
to get
Probably
on
not.
base and see if he can't get something going offensively.
That one goes foul. Here's a swing and a ground ball.
Uh-oh. Uh-oh.
And he boots it.
Oh, I wasn't warming anybody up. Oops.
Good work. And if you're just joining in, Gary Thorne with Steve Phillips and John Kruk bringing you Major League
salmon.
Baseball here on
what
2K
it says.
Sports. And it's Reed Johnson. And we've got Craig Stammen out on the mound. The Nationals bring him in to relieve. Ball! Outside as Johnson will take it for a ball.
That's a tough pitch to hit right there. He did a good job laying off of it. A breaking
Yeah, he
pitch
did.
that starts on that outside corner. The hitter has to know.
Up the middle. Look out off the pitcher. Stammen. Not
Out.
in time. He is safe and on. And the throw is too late. He's in there, an infield
He
single.
better not be hurt, too.
Well, this is not what you imagine when you go out to make a pitching change. You bring a guy in from out of the bullpen, and the first hitter he faces, he serves up a hit. Let's see if he can get out of this.
Oh, that was just
The
bad
pitch.
luck.
And Pena lets it go. It'll be a ball
Staмен's too
inside.
good to be bad.
Now the 1-1 pitch.
I'm
Curveball
upset
just
that his
off the
career
flag, and it's
descended
2-1.
in the last year. He got some injury. I think he ruptured, not biceps. Something happened.
Now the 2-1 pitch. Slider called strike 2.
Well, this is a tough pitch. I mean, that breaking ball up and in really can handcuff a hitter.
A smash between short and third. It's one.
Out.
Decides not to try for the double play. Hangs on to it.
Well, I was going to try
You
anyway.
play at third base, you have to expect the ball to get out.
Even
there
meddling
quickly,
out there, huh?
But I don't think anybody expected to get
Oh,
out
he's
there
probably
that
gonna blunt.
quickly.
We've got Andy lays one down here. Good glove work by Zimmerman. On to first, 2 away.
Now listen, some pitchers don't hit the ball as well as position players do, but you can still impact the game with productive outs. Good bunt.
And boy, will he be happy if that comes around to score.
That's going to make the manager very happy right there. B.J. Upton is just full of talent in a big moment in this ball game right here. Let's see if he's up to it.
Probably not.
Now Stamen with the 0-1 pitch. This is pop foul to the right side, but playable.
Almost
And
had
at
it.
first that one was going to look playable, but nothing doing. It got away.
I saw that my backup catcher
Here's
was
the
Kirk
pitch.
Suzuki. I always
Slider
completely forget that he was a
called
national
strike 3, so
twice.
he's retired. They pick up
13,
no
I
runs
think
on
he
one
was
hit.
there on the
They leave
2019
at
team.
second. Now it's time for the Nationals. Home half the 8th inning.
I don't remember.
It's Denard Span to lead off. Not a bad outing. 1 for 3, stepping in against Medley.
And look, he's not the only one that's hit this four-seamer today. His teammates are as well. And as a
I mean,
pitcher,
we
you
had
have to
7
figure out
hits.
what they're
It's
doing
not
to have
bad.
success
We're just
and
not
make
putting them
an
together.
adjustment now.
Oh, he's nearing the end.
Here's the delivery.
One would
Fastball
hope.
misses badly. He's behind 2-0. Here's the 2-0. He's come back with one on the
pitch.
outside corner. 2-1. Here he comes. 2-1 pitch. That swung on, hit on the ground.
Come on.
And Ugla picks it up. One away now.
What can only
We
Bernardina
have a
beat
moment to look
those
at
out?
which teams went the yard most last year. Number 1, the Brewers. The Nationals in second. In the 3rd spot, the Reds. 4th spot held by the Pirates. And in the 5th spot, the Rockies.
Well, this team lives and dies with the home run ball. They were one of the top teams in the league last year at hitting the ball out of the ballpark, and they seem to want to continue that in this season. They have so much power and depth
Bring
throughout
it
this lineup that every one of these guys can hurt you.
That one taken by Desmond for a strike.
One out right here in the 8th inning. Obviously a critical time of the game right now as we're getting short. Offensively, they need extra bases. They need a double. Get in scoring position. Get a triple here. Get yourself in a position where maybe a productive out scores a run.
How does he do it?
1-2 pitch coming. Ground ball to Freeman.
Oh my gosh.
He's up with it. And he steps on first. That's
He
the
sucks.
second out. We've got Harper in the
At
box.
least Harper has a hit
Trying to get
today.
here, just 1 for 3 thus far. And here's the first one. That's too high for a ball. 1-0.
Like Gary, with one out here remaining in the 8th inning, you've got to try to do something offensively. And I think that with 2 outs, even if you hit a single, you've got to think double out of the batter's box. Force them to make a play. Get yourself in scoring position.
Just try to get him to wear out all his pitching energy.
1-1.
Well, he missed his spot with that one and got away with it. You want to go to the corners with that four-seam fastball. He found the heart of the plate, but didn't cost him.
All right. Two one, fastball. I'm swinging.
Bryce
Even though it was a
Harper
changeup.
swings and
It's a
misses,
late
that
on a
leaving up the
changeup.
count. Swing, hit.
Dang it.
This one's to Upton. Pena's there. And that one's put away to retire the side.
Man.
Well, you want to keep your options open, so as you look at the pen.
I'm leaving Stammen out there.
Plate. Swings and grounds this one foul, wide of third.
You guys have someone set up just in case.
And with that right-hander warming up the
Oh.
bullpen here, I'm
I
not
did not
sure
mean to
quite
do
what
that.
they're thinking. Swing, ball is clobbered high, deep to left center
And that's
field.
what happens.
That's out of here. Goodbye home run, and the Braves continue to score.
Yup.
So that narrow one-run lead is now doubled on one swing of the bat as he got it out of here.
Ridiculous.
They need to be careful right here, Gary. Braves just continue to score. What a great job.
Oh,
First one to
my.
Hayward is the pitch. Hit in the air to center
So
field.
this will go down as a loss. 'Cause my offense ain't clicking.
It's caught. And Freeman will come to the plate. Homered back in the first inning. First pitch on the way here.
There we go.
Takes a swing at
He
that
ain't hitting it.
fastball. Can't connect 0-1.
Poor
I'll tell you
Stammen,
what,
though.
that
Give
two-seam
him a run.
fastball's a tough pitch to hit out of the ballpark, but he
That's
was
their
trying.
first
Give
run
him
since the
credit.
first inning.
Came up empty.
That's a strike, and it's 0-2. Time for Freddie Freeman to protect that zone.
And how's he going to do that?
Stammen with a delivery. There's a bullet towards third. Oh, and he dropped it.
Oh, my. That's called sticking with it.
And it's Brian McCann in the box now. He is 0 for 8 lifetime against Stammen. Here's the first pitch. Just missed with the fastball. 1-0. The 1-0 pitch. Swung on line to right
That's
center
a
field.
hit.
And that'll put McCann on at first.
But sometimes you don't think much of a two-out hit, but if they can continue to capitalize and push another run across, they can extend their slim lead.
Okay.
Now
I
Dan
don't need
Ugla.
him.
This Atlanta offense yet another opportunity. Stammen's pitch swung on and missed. 0-1. The pitch. Good eye by Dan Ugla. He lays off that one to even the count.
Let's see the slider.
A swing line to left
no.
center. And that puts Ugla on first.
It's a real tough pitch to hit right there with that breaking ball. Good late break on it, but he stays with it and punches a single out to the outfield.
And Reed Johnson up. He singled in his last at bat. Ugla's the runner at first. Runner on second base, McCann.
There we
There's
go.
Desmond.
Should be the third out, right?
Throws on to first in time. to
Heck
retire
yeah.
the side. So they pick up a run on the home run and add to their lead. Braves out in front by 2. We'll put this game in the perspective as it's seen by Freddie Gonzalez. He's got his sights on a
They're
quick
leaving him out
finish
there.
here. This one winding down. And Morse is batting. He's going to lead off the home half of the 9th inning. First pitch is a changeup looked at 0-1.
Nobody out here in the 9th. You know what they're trying to do. They need to get some.
Swings, lines
There we
this
go.
one back up the middle. That is in. It's going to bring the
A hit's a
tying
hit.
run to the plate.
Anytime you get a guy on base with no outs, the potential of him scoring becomes greater. This is what this team needed.
Ryan Zimmerman, a good young run producer. He's got the fans on the edge of the seat right now, waiting to see what happens in this matchup.
Flew out last time. And gets set for the first pitch. Headed for the great diving stop by Pena. And he gets the force at second. That
There
is
we
a
got on it.
tremendous defensive effort. Nice diving stop to get that force at second base.
Well, pretty darn good play right there to track it down, then pivot and get the force.
And Ramos now will come to the batter's box. We'll try it again here. Just 1 for 3 thus far. Ball. Can't get him to chase that one outside. Ball 1.
Well, that's where you look for a changeup from the pitcher away in the strike zone. And if they look for it and get it, they can really shoot that thing the other way and do some damage.
Oh,
On the ground to
no.
first. That's one out.
He's out.
And that's the
They
game.
got both of them that time.
Atlanta gets the win, Gary. They played
What a way to
solid
end it.
baseball all around. Everybody contributing. Good team victory.
Come to that point where we take a look back and say who made a difference.
Really?
Here's our player of the game.
He hit the one
When a lot
homer.
of guys
Wow.
hit meaningless home run.
Yeah, why?
Real good ball game. Great battle here.
I don't wanna
And
hear it.
pitching, the better part of it, came away with a win.
And before the game, you probably would have thought 3 runs might not.
And that's it. See you next time.